Testing 1 2 3 mic check. Testing 1 2 3 mic check. Testing the levels. Levels is good. Levels is good. My bad, dude. That shit was taking forever to log me in for some reason. I was literally like sitting on the login screen for like 5 minutes trying to get logged in. But I think it's maybe sometimes shit like that happens when there's a lot of volatility. Let me just make sure that the mic sounds good real quick. Oh yeah, decent. What's going on with these markets and power hour, man? Oh, like we dumped and then bounced off a level down here, bro. We must take note of that level. I mean, damn. We got all the way down as far as 411 here. What happened right there, dude? 411.50s on the SPY. Matter of fact, let's zoom out. All right, so off the open, bearish, and actually just put in a new high recently here. You know, 411.50s, something like that. Or 1160. Let's get down in these trenches. Damn. Nice little dip buying opportunity right there, bruh. But because we've been bearish damn near all day, even though we had a nice little run up, we're really not that far front side. I mean, the SPY is only a 0.25% up right now and looking to dump more, bro. So we must be cognizant of that. You feel me? Because if we're being honest, look, off the open we dumped. You feel me? And we basically just been trying to like grind up and put in higher lows all day. Every time we went front side, dumped. Look, front side, dumped. All right, so now we're front side again. We actually put in a new high, but who's to say we don't dump again? You feel me? Because that's been the ongoing pattern all day. And if you take a look at Apple here, Apple's actually already backside. So that could maybe mean Apple's leading the direction of the market. And since Apple's already backside, you know Apple's one of the most heavily weighted stocks in the index and the indices. So if this thing dumps and goes backside, it's reasonable to think that the rest of the market will as well, especially if we're talking about large caps. So we got to keep our eye on Apple here. And look, Apple's dumping. I mean, Bitcoin close to the lows here, bro. Look, the lows are 27,322 on Bitcoin. The S&P 500, look, just put in a new high with the rest of the market here, as you would expect, but it's looking pretty bearish. I'm not going to say looking pretty bearish, but that's That's a bearish looking pattern that's getting put in here. And now we're dumping where we just rejected off the 9 EMA. Coming down fast. What about Meta? What's Meta doing? Meta's way front side. Nvidia's way front side. Yeah, I got an alert. That thing put in a new 52-week high, 292.08. So the semis must be bullish. What about AMD? Yeah, AMD's kind of close to the highs here. Look at that, bro. Look at this pattern on AMD, man. What? It's just an easy little play there, bro. Stress free. Like that thing, you could have just freaking went long and put a freaking trailing stop loss on that, dog. And ate all the way up till right here, till we went and cracked the 9. You feel me? Decent little pattern. I'm gonna go back to Nvidia though. Seeing some volatility for sure. Look, the S&P 500 was fading, came down here to the 120, tried to bounce. Could be a dead cat bounce though, because look at this wick right here. See that? See, they're selling into it. I mean, heat map, a lot of stuff on the heat map's in the green right now though, but a lot is in the red as well, as you can see. I'm gonna get my real heat map next time with everything on it. See, like we're coming down. Look at the S&P 500. Just fading, trying to get close to the 120 here. Look on the 3-minute. You can definitely see that they're selling into this right here. See this wick? And we're just putting in lower lows, lower lows. So I would expect this thing to keep dumping and maybe try to bounce here at previous close. Ooh, never mind. Bro, we're dumping decent, bro. Holy shit. Damn, son. Damn, son. I mean, it was obvious because look. When in doubt, zoom out. All right. Market opens here, bro. We immediately dumped and we're looking bearish. And each attempt to try to break out and go front side was met with some heavy selling, especially right here. So, let me see. Okay, so we dumped here off the open. That's one attempt, reject. 2, reject. 3, reject. 4, reject. 5, reject. It'd be interesting to see what happens here at VWAP on the SPY. I mean, the Qs are still front side right now. How? I don't know, because Apple's already backside. This is what I was talking about. We're coming down here to crack the 120. And I thought we were going to have some trouble maybe cracking previous close here on the S&P 500. But it just sliced right through that thing. And now it looks like it wants to act as resistance. So we'll see. And then Meta. Look at Meta. That thing stepping down. I mean, those are 1-minute candles though. So let's go to like a slightly higher time frame. Nvidia's down there on the highs though. It's hard to call. Now look at the S&P 500. Trying to recover. I mean, it is power hour, bro. A lot of volatility during power hour. Let me check my notes here. I mean, the only thing I seen, energy outlook. I'm getting spammed. Okay. Okay, I was wondering. Yeah. Only thing I see, yeah, the energy outlook report and key airline reports are out today. I mean, I guess energy would be, depending on, what the outlook is, does have the potential to move the market. Okay, so the S&P 500 is back front side. Bitcoin down there here close to the lows. Nvidia, bro. Look at this thing, bro. What a champ. AMD is going to follow it. We all know that. Near the highs. What about something like a TSM? Near the highs as well. So the semis have been bullish, actually. Keep our eye on this S&P 500 because the direction of this thing is going to basically determine the direction of the overall market, especially when you're talking about large caps. So that's why I always watch that. I know sometimes, what about the bonds? I mean, just a freaking gap down, dude. And on the lows, I don't know. I don't know how to interpret that because I thought they kind of act as a hedge for other stores of value. But I guess because the market has been bearish. I don't know. Sometimes they act as a hedge. Other times, like when the market is doing like one extreme or the other, like the bonds tend to follow whatever the market's doing. Oh, like when there's a extreme volatility. That's a pattern that I've noticed. All right, hold on one second. All right, I'm back. My boy, I am, son. I'm trying to see what's up with this the SPY though, bro. Cause look at this pattern, dog. Look, dump. Dead cat bounce. Basically, dump. Another attempt. Dump. Another attempt. Fade. Dump. Basically, another attempt. Dump. Another attempt. So, I mean, you would think we'd dump again, right? If we're just looking at it from a historical standpoint, you think we dump again. And in that case, I'd be looking at the 412 puts. which are only 10 cents. Oh no. Yo, yeah, the 412s. They're 10 cents right now. It's hard to call though, right? Because you can also look at it like, yeah, we dumped off the open and we've been trying and failing, trying and failing, and trying and failing, and then maybe we might succeed going in the power hour for the fake out. You feel me? And like it's like a mixed bag right now, bro. Because you have a lot of there are some large caps that are up on the day, but then there are also some that are down. See, look, I'll be looking at those 412 puts. They're still 10 cents. Now they're 11 cents. Those 412 puts. Let's look at the S&P 500 real quick. When in doubt, zoom out. Well, I wish there was a way to lock this into place. All right, where was the market open at? Right here. This thing's basically been trading in the range all day. Take from like here. From like here to here, bro. You feel me? It's been trading within this range. So we are near the top of the range and looking like we want to go ahead and crack previous close here. If you ask me. And I do kind of see like some weakness. I mean, I wouldn't say weakness. Hold on, let me fix something. I wouldn't say weakness, but maybe some like topping out, some steam, like maybe Nvidia like starting to run out of steam here. See all this topping right here? Topping action for I'll say maybe like a half an hour or longer. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Times 5. Oh, so about 45 minutes. Nvidia has been topping out here. At about 291.90s. Okay, Meta freaking open the day backside, try to go front side, reject it, try it again, reject it. Caught a bid with the rest of the market, went way front side up here at 235.60s before starting to fade here and give some back. Look, fade, cracked the 9 into 120. Come down here. It looks like it tried to find some support at around 233.50s. Make it another push. As you can see, riding with the S&P 500 here. Look at that. Look at the range on this candle. Some bullishness came in. That thing went up there and rejected off of the 9 at about 41.37 or so, and now we're dumping. Nvidia is still topping out. Look at this pattern on Meta, bro. Dump, push. There's like some resistance up here, bro. Bitcoin on the lows. There's resistance up here at about 235, 234.80s on Meta. Look, we came up here, boom, rejected. Tested it again, rejected decent, came up here, topped out, and faded off of it. Obviously, previous close is significant today on Meta, as you can see. Reject, reject, broke above support. So if we do fade, come down here, we might bounce off a previous close. And after topping out for some time, Nvidia seems like it wants to fade a little bit. But I'm seeing some volatility on the S&P 500. Decent. But backside. And look. Oh, these are the bonds. Bonds are on the lows. So, I mean, sometimes they act as the inverse. So, with bond being on the lows like that, does that mean the market finds a little bullishness, or could it be that everything is just looking overwhelmingly bearish right now? It's like I said, one extreme or the other. All right, now Bitcoin has been grinding up. Seems like there's some support here. I've seen a violent jerk out my peripheral. I think it was on the SPY. Those 412s are still the same price. Actually, they went down 1 cent. But honestly, it's probably a little too close to the close to be jumping on same day expirations. You want to like, usually I trade those and you know, earlier in the trading period, because as we're this close to the close, we have a half hour to market close. Like the time decay is ferocious. So I mean, to trade those around this time, you'd have to have it'd have to be definitely a scalp, and you'd have to have a decent sized move. Like, this thing's fighting to stay front side. They are buying it. Now, the 413 calls are pretty cheap too. And they're going up in value. Still just trading in this range. Nvidia still topping out up here, close to the top, close to the high of day. And if you're gonna fade it, I mean, obviously the best risk to reward would be from up here if we were looking weak. Look, this thing's been topping out for a minute. But, you know, it's like also a little bit dangerous to be trying to fade something or short it when it's so bullish and at the top of the range where it could easily break out. But I mean, for almost an hour now, we've been up here. So either we break out and make a new high. I feel like even if we do make a new high on the day, it's not going to go up much further on Nvidia. But that thing does look like it's well on its way to 300. It's been there before, though. Meta's fading, giving some back, broke down the 9 and the 120 on the 2-minute. Just watch it on the 5 for some clarity. All right. So the S&P 500 is front side and putting in higher lows. I mean, honestly, we've just been trading in a range all day. Definitely some moves in there though. Like this one right here. This nice little dump. And then the bounce. Oh, look, them 413s. 413s looking scrumptious right now, bro. Again, depends on what this thing wants to do. Every time it tries to make a push, bro, they're selling into it. Hold up. Let me find some beats or something to put on here, bro. Turn it down though. We playing, bro. Look at this thing. Meta's been fading. And people have been trading. Still topping here. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say that, I mean, this thing's been topping off for a while and it eventually reject, but the overall trend has been up. You also have to take into consideration we have some huge data points coming out this week. I'll go over them in a second. All right, got some bullishness coming in here. Some 413s, my guy. Came down here, bounced off the 120 twice, double bottom, bomb. Crossing over previous close and the 9. I'm looking strong now. Four 13s almost doubled in value. It'd be nice to see Apple go front side for some confirmation. I mean, the Qs have been, ever since that dump off the open and they found support, bro, they just grinded straight up. Dumped, then recovered. Now trying to go back up again and test the highs. S&P 500 making a run towards the top of the range here. I mean, Nvidia is still looking like it's topping out. But honestly, if the S&P 500 starts looking super bullish, kind of like it is right now, it could actually make a new high. See? Look. Damn. Got back up to 412.99. Them 413s doubled, more than doubled in value. And look, Apple's about to go front side. We'll be looking at those 324s on the Qs. $3.24 calls or 9 cents, and it's too late. Time decay's eating them up, bro. Apple got up the previous close and rejected. Look at Tesla. Way front side. Decent. Told you I added some more Tesla to the long term. Now Apple's trying to go front side. Coming in on that 10, the 10 of 10. Will we get the inverse 10 or the regular 10? I don't know, man. Nvidia is like very close to the highs, bro. Look, topping out on that level. Look at this. Trying to push up right on that thing. Meta's like catching a bid here, bro. Crossing over the 9 and the 120. VWAP's way down here and previous close. Look at that, dude. Double bottom. And then just rocketing, going to the top of the range, bro. Looking like that inverse 10 about to come in. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The Qs are down there on the highs right now. 413s are freaking double. They would have been more, bro, but the time decay. But for a quick scalp, you still could have made money. And the Qs, that's a decent pattern, bro. definitely just putting in higher lows all day. Some support. We'll hear about 320, 350s. No, what? 10 minutes. We're in the last 10. Look, Apple is up here at previous close, looking like it wants to reject. Look at the S&P 500. As soon as that 10-minute mark hits, look. Look at that, just selling into everything right when 10 minutes. That 10 of 10, baby, I'm telling you, it's a thing, bro. Look, Nvidia is grinding against this level, bro. Well, honestly, bro, if the S&P 500 is looking like this, bro, like, look at that. 41.41 rejection off that level. Starting to fade. Like some volume coming in on the selling side. This thing's coming down, bro. Coming down, dude. Look. 10-minute mark, bro. Told you that's a strategy. But again, like, I wasn't following the markets all day. Like, in order to do that strategy successfully, you have to be in the markets all day, bro. To have a feel for the price action. Yeah. Well, you can't deny that, bro. Like, right at freaking 350, bro. Look at that dump. Even the most bullish thing I've seen today showing signs of weakness. Right at that mark. Look, wicked up. Dumped a little, increasing volume, selling. Some buying coming in. But we got this level up here, bro. Notice we dumped down here to the 120 and tried to stop the hemorrhaging. More evidence that that 120 is valuable. Look at Meta. Meta trying to fade. And I mean, it's this 41.37, 50s or whatever. I mean, definitely some action around that level today. Look, chopping around, broke down, came back, chopped around, rejected, resistance, broke above it, dumped, came back down here. Now trying to bounce off of it. I've seen some violent price action just now. Oh. Meta trying to fade. Nvidia finally showing some weakness here. People probably taking profits. Look at that. No, hold on. One of my optimistic beats came on. Honestly, with the data sets coming out this week, all right, look, Wednesday we got the CPI report for April, Thursday the PPI, Friday the Michigan consumer sentiment. So definitely some volatility incoming this week. So a good thing to do would be to zero in on whatever you want to trade. You feel me? Like if you're trading large caps, like trading options or whatever, scalping them or swinging them, day trading them, zero in on whatever large cap that you're more familiar with, and freaking zero in on that thing. And you feel me, try to become a little bit more familiar with it and the way it trades, and freaking be ready to trade that thing when these reports come out, because the market's gonna move decent, up and down, but ultimately one way more than the other. And so like I'm saying, like zero in on something you're familiar with, specifically a large cap. And draw out all your levels off the daily and just be ready for when that data comes out. It's actually not a bad thing to sit on your hands and just prepare for the big moves. Dude, like some of the biggest gains I made have been trading off of the CPI. Got CPI and PPI. It's a little harder to do now, but like there was a point where like everything was just overwhelmingly bearish, and I just anticipated, oh, there's market close. I mean, the SPY and the Qs closed the front side. SPY barely. Qs looks like tech's a lot stronger. Dude, Nvidia was bullish as hell today, bro. Right out the gate. Little volatility off the open. Came down and bounced off the 120 and just grinded up and put in higher lows all day. Decent. Damn, I should have added some Nvidia to the long term, actually. Looking like we're trying to come down here a little bit after hours. But yeah, remember, Wednesday the CPI report comes out for April. It's supposed to be they're expecting 0.3% month over month. So plus 0.3%. Plus 0.3%. So I guess they're expecting it to come in a little hot. So if it comes in, you know what I mean, any hotter than that, the markets are gonna dump. Or if it comes in cooler, the markets are gonna rip to the upside. But yeah, like I said, I'd focus in on, you feel me, like one or two large caps that you're familiar with. And just do all the side work, all the homework, you know what I mean? And get all your levels and everything drawn out, and just focus on that. Like when the reports come out. That's the way to handle that, bro. Or shit, it doesn't even have to be a large cap or mega cap. You can also trade a index like the SPY or the Qs. You feel me? But yeah, again, CPI on Wednesday. Thursday, the PPI. Friday, Michigan consumer sentiment. All right. PayPal had earnings today. Palantir and Lucid. Let's check those out real quick. What was it? PayPal? Okay. I mean, definitely front side. Basically followed the overall market. What else had earnings? Palantir. Wow. There you go. Popping from what? 775 up to 870s almost and still riding. Palantir always has good earnings. Like I had that thing in my long term for a minute, but when it started breaking down like 20 and like fading, I got out of it. Oh, Palantir's riding, bro. Look at that thing. So their earnings must have been good. And Lucid, a little EV play. This thing basically dumped off the open, found some support, and then grinded its way back up to previous close and topped and double topped up here and then dumped. So I'm assuming their earnings is not that good. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that. Now, those were your earnings plays for today. Tomorrow we have FSR, ABNB, TWLO, AFRM, UPST, and NKLA. All right, so at Upstart, Nikola, Twilio. Let's check out some of those charts real quick. Damn, bro, look, Lucid dumped on the earnings. Palantir popped on the earnings. See? And that's why you need to jump on that watch list, bro. You would have knew about that. Dump. And then the double top. It can always be like a triple top, but we didn't get back there. So right here, 1, 2. Dump. Palantir's remaining bullish here and continuing to push higher. Look, the high day on that thing was 786. We're trading $1 higher than that right now. So whoever anticipated that, decent. And I mean, Palantir, like as long as I can remember, bro, like their earnings are always good. I think because they have huge government contracts. As far as I know, shit. Palantir might be able to. Let's look at the daily. All right, so back in February, we got up as high as 1025s. So there's probably going to be a resistance up here if we're even able to get up here. About 1025, 1026. Last time we were around those levels was last year in August. And you can even see, look, that's a major level right there. Because look, even back here, March of last year, look, bounced off that thing, held it as support for a little bit before cracking and breaking down. Then when we were trying to grind back up, reject, 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 finally broke above it, and then cracked it. And now, in February, came back up and tested 1025 again and rejected. So, I mean, if you're thinking about maybe going long on this thing, obviously you need to be having some type of contingency plan here at this level. Well, look at that. That thing's popping, bro. And I've seen Palantir, like I said, I had it in my long term and it was like at 20. So, like back around here. But when it started fading, I got out of it. And I'm glad I did, because look. Still pushing higher. Over $9 now. But again, let's go over some of these plays that have earnings coming up. Oh, let me get my notes right. Let me get my D&D out. All right. Fisker has earnings tomorrow. And that thing looked bullish today. So, obviously, that's like an EV play. So you can maybe go to like a Tesla and kind of maybe get an idea of what it's going to do. But it's nowhere near Tesla status. So more than likely, maybe look at something like a Lucid. And, I mean, if Lucid is any indicator on what Fisker's earnings might look like, there you go. That thing's going to dump more than likely. Remember, anything I say is not a suggestion to buy, hold, or sell. Airbnb has earnings tomorrow. And definitely bullish on the day. All right. Twilio has earnings tomorrow. Definitely bullish on the day. Affirm, I believe. Earnings tomorrow. Definitely bullish on the day. You also have to keep in mind that a lot of this bullishness that we're seeing on these plays that have earnings tomorrow could be pre-anticipatory. So keep that in mind. Just because it's looking bullish right now doesn't necessarily mean anything, because you buy the rumor and sell the news. It looks like on these earnings plays for tomorrow, the rumor's already been bought. So the only thing there's left to do is sell the news. More than likely. I'm saying all these plays that have earnings tomorrow are looking decent right now. So one could say that, again, the rumor's been bought. Is that Nicola? Yeah. A little energy play. I mean, damn, that thing freaking died, bro. Yeah, I had some of this too, but I had to get out of it. They had some scandal shit going on or something. But Nicola, another one that has earnings tomorrow. All right, Wednesday we have some big dogs with earnings, such as Disney. Definitely bullish on the day. That thing popped right off the open. Look at that. Disney popped, topped out. Looks like there's some type of resistance intraday at about 103.75. Actually, let's go to the daily right quick. So, I mean, Disney definitely broke past some resistances on the daily today when it popped up at the to the highs. It did look like we gave some back. Oh, let's double check. Yeah. So we broke past some daily resistance when we're up here, but we ultimately faded and gave a good amount back. But again, Disney has earnings on Wednesday, so there still might be time to buy the rumor. But we have so let's get rid of this and put some real levels in. So 102.70. Off the daily, 102.60s. Look, came down here, cracked it, then it acted as resistance for 2 days, faded, came back up here, hit it again, rejected off of that. On this day, I mean, super bullish, but ultimately gave it back. So 102.60s on Disney is a major level off the daily chart. I mean, there's also what, 101, 101.25. That's off the daily on Disney. Now, in the event that they crush it or whatever, and we start freaking really looking bullish on this thing, I mean, obviously 105.97, so like 106. So it's in the event that they crush it and that thing starts looking super bullish. Definitely not saying we're getting up there. All right, so Disney earnings on Wednesday. Roblox. Definitely closed front side. Decent push off the open. The high of day was about 37 before, fading and just basically fading and sideways trading for the rest of the day. However, considering where it started running from during pre-market to where it's trading at now is a higher low. So I'm trying to find where the support is for the higher low. I mean, obviously it'd be great if it can hold up, around where it's trading at now. But like, there's not really a level. So about 36 for the higher low. On Roblox. A little consolidation, chopping around, a little support, broke down, rejected, acted as resistance, got back above it. I'll say, again, Roblox has earnings on Wednesday. And, depending on how their earnings go, I mean, I would expect their earnings to not be that bad because a lot of kids are playing on Roblox and they're buying like little digital skins and shit in there. I mean, my daughter is always asking me for freaking money to buy Robux and all that, so I mean, I would expect their earnings to not be that bad. If you ask me, Robinhood has earnings on Wednesday. That thing's looking like a barcode chart, bro. Looks like the algos have it. Look where that thing IPO'd at. I remember that. I got around 30. Got as high as 85 and then just faded. Damn, would have been nice to grab some puts, huh? Well, let's look at the daily. So there seems to be some support down here at about 850s off the daily on Robinhood. Right here, we bounced off of it. Kind of held that support for a few days here. Ran up, came back down, chopped around it, rejected, put in a higher low, and grinding back up. But I don't know. I wouldn't really trust Robinhood, bro. They're robbing the hood, my guy. They hit that pause button on the sell on the squeeze of the century. I can't get past it. You feel me? That doesn't mean that there isn't any opportunity there, but All right, Unity Software. Another one with earnings on Wednesday. And definitely looking bullish today. Actually looking bullish for the past few days. Obviously some clear support down here at about 24.80s. Can call it 25. Right around here. About 24.80s, 25. I mean, but earnings on Wednesday. Looks like they are already buying the rumor. There could be one more day of rumor buying before the news gets sold. You feel me? Look, there's the support. Grinding up for 2 days here. Look, higher low, higher low. So for that trend to continue, you want this thing to hold on to some of these gains. I'm gonna go ahead and say 28. You feel me? To hold on to that higher low. It'd be nice if we can hold, you know what I mean? Like, even like right around where we're trading at now, 28, 25s. But if we can't, all is not lost. Because this 28 level would be the line in the sand. Okay. Looks like we have another EV play with earnings. Li Auto, little China stock. Gapped up. All right, and definitely front side. Decent little pop here, right off the open before fading. Like, those are my favorite patterns to trade, bro. See that? Where we're just bullish off the open, and then we top out, and then fade. Those are the easiest patterns, in my opinion, to trade. Just let it do its bullish thing off the open. And once it tops out, you know it's gonna fade, because people are gonna take profits. And not only are people going to take profits, the sellers are going to see this and know that it's going to have to give some back. And they're also going to know that people are going to take profits. So all of that is just going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy in which it just fades. Looks like we have another earnings play coming up. Blackstone. I could have swore it might have been high volatility. But yeah, looks like Blackstone has earnings as well. And I mean, that thing had a double top up here and just faded for the rest of the day. And I don't know, because of all the bank drama that's going on, I don't know how I feel about that. I'd be leaning more towards the bear side, honestly. But again, you have to leave your bias out of it. All right, those were Wednesday earnings. Now Thursday we have a few as well. JD.com. And definitely looking bullish. Let's check it out on the daily right quick. I mean, definitely a fall from grace. However, there seems to be some support down here. At about 33.80s, 34. Might as well call that 34. And you know, ever since we hit that support, we've been putting in some higher lows here. JD.com. Earnings on Thursday. And I mean, definitely looking bullish on intraday. I mean, look at that. That thing was a runner, my guy. To be quite honest with you. JD.com. Earnings on Thursday. They're already buying the rumor. And bought it decent. Soundhound AI. Earnings on Thursday. I mean, let's check it out on the daily first. Definitely some support down here at about 220s, 225 off the daily. And again, this is an AI play, I believe. So about 230s, 225. We have some support here on the daily. Now, for the last few days, we've been putting in higher lows. We had another bullish day today. As far as where we could potentially see some resistance, it's looking like the high of day, about 277. As you can see from here, I mean, we bounced off that level there, or tried to hold it as support before ultimately breaking down. And look, hit that 277, rejected. Hit that 277, rejected. Couldn't quite get back up there. And fading. But as long as we could stay front side and not break down previous close, like during the after hours period or whatever, being that it does have earnings coming up on Thursday, there may be some potential for this thing to continue running. Because again, there's support down here at 230s. And for the last few trading periods, we have been putting in higher lows. I mean, after that 277 resistance, I mean, 290s, about 290s, $3. One more with earnings on Thursday. Getty. Damn, look at that thing on that day, bro. Traded about 24 million shares. I don't know what kind of announcement happened then, but major range on that thing. Now, this previous close, $5.96, is definitely a major support off the daily. As you can see from here, look, just straight across, $6. And got as high as 650 before fading a little and giving some back. However, we are maintaining a higher low as of now, which is about 4:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, I mean, it'd definitely be good for this thing to be able to hold that 625 handle. But again, definitely some major support at the $6 handle. Now, depending on what happens with the earnings, I mean, being that this thing has held this support for the most part for a minute here, maybe a few weeks. Yeah, if the earnings are bad and we come down here and start playing with that level, that $6, which is about here. That $6 level, if earnings are weak, if they miss or whatever, and it starts freaking looking weak around this level, this thing could dump. I don't know. I haven't really did any technical analysis on it, or I'm sorry, looked into the fundamentals, so I don't really know. Just letting you know what could happen. And again, those are all the plays that have earnings coming up this week. All right, I already went over the CPI, which is going to be again on Wednesday, and then the PPI on Thursday, and then again on Friday, Michigan Consumer Sentiment report. We also had some FDA approval and decisions today. Let's see what happened with this. Nova. I don't know, did they get the approval or not? I'd have to look into that. But we definitely dumped in pre-market, so I'm assuming no. They probably announced it here. But can't be sure because it dumped and was able to actually grind up and put in some higher lows and go frontside for a little bit before fading, basically with the rest of the market. I don't know. Again, it is a biotech play with the FDA approval decision. Haven't looked into the decision yet. But you'd want it to at least hold this 430s. I mean, some more stuff here, bro. Guess we'll just go over a couple of these that had some high volume real quick. Ideanomics. All right. So popped again. I mean, it's a small cap, bro. It's a penny stock. You know, some people like to trade them. I'd say it needs to hold this higher low right here. Or right here, actually. If we can't hold that, then I don't really see much there. Pack West. A lot of volume. Double top, then the fade. Crown Electronics popped pre-market and then just faded for the rest of the day. You didn't have to be up bright and early to catch that thing. I mean, which you can if you're on. Am I blocking that? Let me move out the way. So that thing popped. It's super early though. You have to be up with the pre-market group. But I mean, there's some platforms that let you trade pre-market, such as Webull. I could trade pre-market on here as well, which is another plus for this platform. There's another one that popped. What was it again? BLCM? Bellicum Pharmaceuticals. Popping during pre-market. Then fading for the rest of the day. Again, it's a penny stock. SMX Security Matters. All right. Okay, so definitely some support down here at about 82 cents. And then, as you can see, for the last few trading periods, we have been putting in some decent higher lows and pushing up, bro, before giving some back. Well, look, started running from about 90 cents, put in a higher low, running during pre-market again, faded, but maintained a higher low, pushed up even higher, up to about 240 before fading again. However, we are maintaining a higher low on this thing here. So if we can maintain this higher low at 175 or even 150s, line in the sand, about 150, 157, considering that this thing has been putting in higher lows on the daily for a few trading periods, there could be more room for this thing to run. That is ticker symbol SMX. And then I got one more here. Amuron. All right. Again, popping in pre-market and then fading for the rest of the day. However, it did, you know, put up a fight here. especially grinding back up the VWAP. And as you can see, what was kind of acting as support for a little bit ultimately became resistance. But I mean, again, from where we started running at about $2 to where we're trading at now is a higher low. So again, if we can maintain the higher low and not break that down, and we continue to see some volume on this thing, there could be more room for this thing to run. But again, we'd have to hold this 250s handle, 240s, 250s. It's gonna call it 250. We'll psych level there. You feel me? And I mean, AMD closed up almost 6%. I mean, Amazon flat. You know, Baba closed up 0.25%. Big Bear 2.5%. Charge Point 3.5%. You know, Charge Point. You know, has a lot to do with the EV plays. So that would kind of explain it. And I mean, you know, if Charge Point is doing good, maybe the EV companies will do good as well. Who knows? Carvana. I've been talking about Carvana, bro. Spoke about it on my short. That thing freaking closed up 25%, dude. And still running. Well, I put y'all onto this, bro. Look, even had the level drawn in there, saying we needed to hold that $9 higher low. Look, ran up, boom. I was like, bro, we need to maintain that higher low at $9. We did that, and then proceeded to push up higher to about 1170s, and still putting in higher lows as far as I'm concerned. So this thing may have even more room to run. Again, that's Carvana. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, a lot of stocks close in the green. So definitely a decent day. I mean, Tesla's front side would have been nice if Apple was front side. The SPY closed barely front side. The Q's closed front side. So basically, the most heavily weighted stocks or whatever in my long term all closed green on the day, except for Apple. And that's a good thing. Really quick, that's what we're looking like. Basically, the SPY closed front side, Q's closed front side, Tesla closed front side, Apple closed down on the day, but barely. Bitcoin is looks like it's actually trying to wake up here and grind up. Okay, so I guess there's market close. I guess they consider it. So, I mean, for now, we're on the highs on Bitcoin. All right, the S&P 500 also closed front side. The high of day was 41.42. Not too far from that. And Meta did get up there, but ultimately gave some back and went backside on the day, but not by much. Nvidia definitely bullish. Definitely closing front side, close to the highs here. So I would expect AMD to look the same, and it does. What about TSM? What about Intel? I mean, Intel closed backside, but was fighting, I guess, to try to grind up. I mean, not too far from high of day, but even so, it's still red on the day. But that's what we have, man. Thought I'd drop in for Power Hour to show a little face, man, and see what's happening out there. Regardless of the fact, I hope everyone did good, or at least even if you didn't take any trades, you logged some valuable screen time, and most importantly, what does Verizon what does Verizon want? So what I'm saying, bro, they're offering me all this shit. But I already have that plan, and I'm pissed because I tried to use my Apple Music, and it wasn't working because I didn't pay it. I didn't pay Apple because it's built into my Verizon plan. So now I gotta call Verizon and yell at them and try to get a credit on my bill or something. Because I've been paying for Apple Music through Apple when Apple Music's included with my Verizon plan. And I'll let the Apple Music expire because it's included. And now I don't have Apple Music. But I'm still being charged for it. So now I gotta freaking call and yell at someone. But yeah, like I said, you know what I mean? Even if you didn't make any trades today, or even if you did make a trade, but maybe it was a red trade, that's all good. As long as you log some valuable screen time, that's all that matters. As long as you're not leveraging up to the tits and one play. You feel me? Or trading with too much size for your account size. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyways, that's your boy E coming at you with some finance solutions. You see the graphic behind me telling you to sign up. So go ahead and do that. You feel me? Like I said, if you learned anything or found any value in the content, Don't be afraid of the like button or even subscribe or follow or rumble me up. Also, hit the bell and get the hell over to my Patreon and or Discord to sign up for that daily morning watch list and briefing, which gives you that edge, brethren. Peace. I'm going to be back on doing some gaming here in a little bit too. But peace.